means of making a successful attack upon Mardum and their allies. His Highness, my king, offers you as much of the tunnel as you were able to take before our arrival." "Okay, sure, that's fine." I turned to leave. "However, my king is most eager to purchase your portion of the tunnel, if you would be amenable to such an offer." "Dude, I live on the other side of the country. I don't care. It is not his land," the Count barked. "It should be given to me." "It was not earned by you," Vengai countered, his voice cold. "Thus it belongs to Montana of Coggeshall, unless, of course, if he wishes to sell it or dispose of it in some way." I sighed. "I don't know. I can't tell you how much it's worth. I have no idea about that sort of shit. Sorry, language. I don't know about land value, especially a tunnel." "My king is known to be generous to those who are generous with him." "How about he can just have it?" "That would hardly be a fair trade." "How am I not getting this land?" the Count asked. "Oh, shut up," I snapped. "You don't get it because you were sitting in the city behind a bunch of walls ready to give up, and if you shut up now, I won't keep going about exactly what you were doing." The Count went a bit white and glared at me some more, but he was smart enough to keep quiet, and I knew the best thing I could do in this case was get nothing for the tunnel, so it didn't seem like I was winning. "How about the king owes me a favor?" I said. "Is that more fair?" Bengai nodded and pulled a coin from the air, holding it out to me. "A fair deal," he said as I took the Kobold King's favor coin. Albrecht rested. At least, that's what he claimed he was doing, but he spent little time in his bed. He was mostly sneaking around the city doing things. I have no idea what things exactly because I tried to follow him once, but my Arenberg hero status made it impossible. Everywhere I went, people came up to thank me for saving the city from the horrors of Mardum and her Dark Queen. I would smile and nod and accept the thanks and the gifts, and I'd hold babies until they cried and then quickly give them back to their parents, which I didn't really understand. Why did parents want me to hold their children? It's not like they could take a photo or something. Was there some superstition about me being able to influence their stats or their character sheet in some capacity? "You have been offered a quest. Baby sheets. How do babies deal with character sheets? How are they seen by the system? Are there birds and or bees involved? Reward for success. Well, when two quests really love each other, penalty for failure or refusal, none. Yes, no." In public, I couldn't shake my fist at the sky or my head at myself, so I just smiled and nodded and accepted the quest with the hopes I could find someone to explain things to me. Not like that. I spent a lot of time with my horses, finally achieving my dream of becoming a horse girl. The animals were amazing and cool, all the things I thought horses weren't. Well, mostly. The ones who weren't steel horses were skittish, taking a long time to get used to me, but the steel horses accepted me right away, and we became something of a family, me and all 10 of them. I had to figure out how to get the horses all the way over to Coggeshall, which was a real challenge because I didn't like the idea of sending them on a long trip around Glatton, only to have some Mardamese commando kill them while I was stuck playing Senator Schmancypants in the capital. Although as I tried to get a plan in mind, the Count tried to claim the horses as his. Naturally he did. He was a man used to owning everything he looked at, and seemed to fail at the basics of the whole feudal system where a duke outranks a count. "You do realize a duke outranks a count, right?" I asked. "You are on my land, your father's land." "This is my county, Duke," he snapped. "My land, not my father's." "It's amazing that you can't even think to thank me for saving you." "You did very little, as far as I'm concerned." "I know it must have been hard to see much of anything while you were cowering in your little house, away from the action, or maybe that was while you were plotting to—" He gave me a look, a mix of panic and threat, where he realized that if I said what I was going to say out loud, he'd be somewhere in the neighborhood of fucked. It irritated me that I even had to remind him of the fact that he technically committed treason. The only thing keeping him alive was my desire to keep his father from becoming an enemy. Never mind. The horses are mine.